Hello, immigrant. How are things in relation to our things of things? Because applying for a working visa, I think that's Grant Eaton. And based upon our supplement of working visa, how many months are you allowed? Hmm? Don't know. But anyway, Grant Eaton, the subjects based upon your working visa is that if we allocate the blockers in relation to a certain amount of billing fee based upon your San Francisco, because your boyfriend is Mexican, isn't he? Is that your boyfriend? Oh. But anyway, in relation to Pakadak, oops, in relation to Pakadak, Pakadak means the instono of knowing that one time Grant Eaton said perhaps. But in that way, what kind of things is a working visa to arrange the transaction? Because the percentages of his own immigrant is only a layer of lies. Why? You're not allowed to lie if you want a working visa in Europe or Italy. In Italy, it's just a illy of knowing how to eat. Ah, not yet, not as perfection as yet, because perfection is just a wishful thinking of knowing how to comfort the employment of San Francisco. But in San Francisco, the tension of knowing that the unicorn is just a mizu to understand physical bio holiday. And to understand physical bio holiday is that each smoker is just wrong. Then how come the government try the best to intern, you know, the she devil? Perhaps, but it's just a cube of, you know, the Aussie girl. So in that time, Grant Eaton, the complicity of knowing that the working visa is only a fraction of your own principle, and your own principle is based upon your son of knowing that your boyfriend is a chilly man. But what kind of chilly man in relation to Ross House, to opportunity, the grand? Because Grant, once you are oblong in relation to the default, you will nikanam the Mikaloi. Don't you remember what happened when, you know, at circuit? I haven't seen you for yonks. But anyway, based upon our imana of the working visa, how can how can we complong the SSN? I'm sorry, we blocked. So, anyway, Grant, my story is in relation to the immigrant. How do we privilege the law of knowing that we do not know the working principle of the parameters in relation to your principle? Aren't you a businessman, Grant, or something? Oh. So anyway, in that way, San Francisco, the selective way to know that the working visa is only the endurance of knowing TAC has not decided to slump a percentages of the government wage, because the government wage is only a holiday in relation to your sana, because the brand of the holiday inn is only a 1 mg or 3 mg of typesetting in relation to lead bar. In relation to lead bar, we cannot conform the endurance of knowing that our working visa on Swanson Street to Flinders Station, Flinders Street, is only a succession of knowing how to apply the SEO in relation to internet, because the marketing in relation to the internet is just a pum pum. Why so, Grant? Being a businessman in relation to storing work opportunity for deflection of your own increase. So when you can downcrease the different by business type to tell people that your working visa is only 3 to 6 months. Is that so? So in that way, your working your working visa being a column. No. What else? That's all I can do for Grant. Why did he say perhaps a long time ago? So, in any kind of way, Mexican, being a Christian of no, doesn't your boyfriend like computers? Because I saw him at, you know, the computer shop. He was just on the bus with someone. What does he do? Anyway, that computer shop is still there. Where is that? Elizabeth Street, and then where Steamworks used to be, I think, approximately. And then there's Melbourne Central. That's where I worked out 13% GST. No internet. So anyway, oh Ray, yes. Anyway, Ray, in relation to Mexican, what kind of things do you have here in relation to your own food? You know, pinch panala, vicina, you know, bank Franklin of a form, and dick of a cake. I don't think both of you are real anyway. Why? Because you are here. So, in relation to San Francisco, it's supposed to be the biggest gay community in this world. So, in this world, why does Francisco does not present queer as folks in relation to, you know, Martin Barton? And in relation to Martin Barton, you know, the one I drew, it's just a kind of form to Mate de Pisacat in relation to our own cosmetics, because our own cosmetics is only a fraction of knowing that Grant Eaton is not really a principal, and it's not in his name, because for some odd reason there's a stone called Eaton, Eaton, somewhere. So in that way, the step of the stone in relation to your SETI type of business is just the person of the parama in relation to your principle. So in relation to your principle, selecting a certain amount of opinion in relation to TIC for classing the entitlement now, the enchant, yes, of your applica form to be hired for a certain amount of years. So in that way, when you are, then the conference will mark yourself into your accident. Why? It's just you are from the UK, allowing the Mexican for the chili billy, no, chili franco, to drink hotty stuff in relation to nardos. In relation to nardos, the chili maker, is that Mexican or a different sample of the enrollment for appointment? No, for a crown of prime. Because in that way, the selecting of grant in relation to mission, the law in relation to the demonstration of parama is just a optical procon of Friston. So grant in that way, your real trust is like you suck my cock. Why? I don't even attempt to like it, because in that kind of needs by San Francisco, it's just a, Italy style, isn't it? So, in that way, knowing the principle of dupac isn't a common of your own version by subsidies of religion. So why is San Francisco Italy? So in that way, natively, the corruption of ballista is the repression of trust. So, Ray, where your trust of your deformed looking of my art is just you don't trust me to know the shortcut of Parana within that trust of cocksucker is meaningful of life and the constitution of law. So your Nino is just a pull. Without you being with me, it's just a fuck along. Yes, of Dalai Lama. You do not what? The holiness. Those people hate me because they don't, you know. No wonder I'm married to John. So in that way, with your mercenary of your working visa by the imam, how do you convert your lies to me? And in each of those lies, you never get one. in relation to your lexicon of law. No, your accountant based upon your working visa. The delay of its own validation is that the position of on-toad is that each on-toad is just a mixture of your personnel. You are not dishonor in the conform of self-tenton because that is 20 commandments.